Okay, once again, this is my second time recording this shit video because the first one, this is the first video I was editing it, but this fucking video was down in quality. It was so pixelated. So I am here to record this video again. So let us start. This is the Monday trade recap, but that day was a bank holiday, so a lot of traders did not trade, and one of them was me. But I was still on the chart looking at the entries. So I had found entries, but I took it on a demo account, not real one. This is the entry. I already explained all of the things which I done to took this trade in my this fucking video, but this video had a lot of down quality. I mean to say, it is pixelated, I think, and 360p quality recorded. But once again, I will explain all of the shit again. So this at this candle market open at 9:30 New York, New York session. So it went down and took the London lows. I had an indicator which tell me which low is the London low, or you can mark it manually. So this is the London low. This one you can mark it manually. So this was the London low, and according to my strategy, if I want to target higher, I at least want to take some lows or some internal liquidity to target higher. So this was my external liquidity and was a great confluence. After that, I was waiting for a break of structure, which I saw here. And also, if you see closely, there is a gap which was inverted. And for me, this is my A plus setup. When break of structure candle inverts a fair value gap, for me, it's a break of structure. It's a plus setup, but still it there is one key thing missing, which is SMT. If we had that, it would be a plus setup, but you can say it's a setup for me. So if I had took this trade, I would have entered from here without any retrace. Some people wait for retrace, but I don't for this kind of setup. For other, I wait for a retrace and target higher, at least this highs. But and I had a good RR, 2.17. It's a good RR for me. uh, After that it went a lot higher, but still, if you had a stop loss and you had a selected TP point, then don't change it. And this was mine. And also, you will say, why did I choose SPX? Why didn't I trade on Nasdaq? If you see Nasdaq, when I already got an entry, Nasdaq was still here and just did a break of structure, nothing else, and there was no retrace. Nasdaq just start going upward without any retrace or entry. So XPX gave me an entry, and for me that was my A plus setup. So if that happened again, I will choose. I will always choose SPX if SPX give me entry. So if I had waited on Nasdaq to take entry, it would be here, and this was not even worth taking. If I took this entry, this was a retrace in an IFEG, and this was my entry point. Where would be my stop loss? There is no place to put my stop loss. At least this is the place to put my stop loss. Or if I use an order block, last up close candle before a down move. I think this is an order block, and this is also an order block. So we can choose any of it. Breaker block, sorry, not order block. So we can see this is an order block. So if I had to put it, it would be underneath this order block. But there is also another order block. So my stop loss would be still here. So there's no good RR in it. At least I have to target this high, and let's see. There is no good RR. There is 0.82 historic order ratio. So that was not worth taking. But in XPX, it had a good RR and also gave me a clear entry. So if you want to take my advice, always wait for a perfect setup and clear entry. Don't enter in a choppy market if you don't have a clear bias. For me, I had a clear bias of longing this shit, and I did that. So wait for a perfect entry. There are always other trading opportunity. If you missed one trade, don't chase after it. Just let it go, bro. So and we also had an entry in pre-market. I was on the chart. So this is pre-market open at and according to New York time zone 9, and from where I am it is 7. So this is pre-market open. If you want to target these lows, we at least want to have an internal liquidity sweep. So this is an internal liquidity. We will mark this, and also this is an external liquidity. We at least want internal liquidity to target lower. So let's see on US 100 what happened. And this is also the same time zone, and US 100 took the internal liquidity but left the external and made an equal highs. So we had our internal liquidity and we had an SMT. This is SMT, and after that we know which index to choose. It is SPX. So when we come to SPX and see, this is the place where SMT was created, and after that, after just few minutes, we got an entry. See, this IFVG was inverted, and for me it is a good setup. See, we had an SMT internal liquidity sweep, and INFVG was inverted. So I will target lower and enter from this point. I don't wait for retrace in IFVGs, and we would have our stop loss at the SMT protected high, which is this one. We had an SMT here, so we will target these lows, these equal lows. uh, Let us put our stop loss here. If the market come here, so it would take all the above liquidity and then go down. So just put your stop loss at some main high or something like that, and our target is this low, and 1.7 RR trade, and it was good because it's pre-market, so enter and exit little faster. Because if market open and you are in a trade, there is a lot of volatility and you can get cooked in that market. So make sure you exit before market open. And this was also another recap of the trade, pre-market and in the market. If you are a good trader, you know you had to wait for a good entry. Don't enter in a choppy market like that. There is nothing to gain in it. You would just lose your money. So wait for a clear entry and had a clear bias and have patience in you. And that's all for the Monday trade recap. And also we will be uploading a lot of videos like that. So stay tuned.